Greetings, Skill Incarnate bringing you all the latest indie gaming goodness. Welcome back as we look at another indie game. This time I'm checking out the retro-inspired side-scrolling shooter Prison City on the PlayStation. This game was developed and published by Retroware, who are best known for their excellent angry video game nerd adventure series. Prison City is inspired by classic side-scrolling games like Contra, Ninja Gaiden and Metal Gear, as well as 80s action movies like Escape from New York and Commando. Lately, I've been spoiled with a wave of indie side-scrolling games on console, so I've become a bit more selective on what I decide to review. But Prison City's tongue-in-cheek approach, testosterone-laden 80s pop culture references, plus the game's authentic Nintendo feel, convinced me to take a look. And I believe I found one of the best sleeper hits of the year. Prison City's story comes straight out of an 80s action movie, taking place in the city of Detroit in the far-off year of 1997. Detroit has become a crime-ridden wasteland, where conditions have deteriorated to the point it's been converted to a giant prison. To make things worse, a terrorist group is taking control of the prison. Their plan to use advanced technology to control the prisoners for their own nefarious ends. The player controls Hal Bruzer, a grizzled ex-cop called out of retirement. His mission? To infiltrate Prison City, eliminate each of the wardens and return Detroit to the people. The game features 9 levels, from giant factories, frozen caves, underground laboratories, and deserted highways that you can traverse on your motorbike. But the best part of Prison City is the way in which it feels like an authentic Nintendo game from yesteryear. From the pumping chiptune soundtrack to the pixel art, which perfectly emulates the feel of a classic game. Prison City also matches the difficulty of classic Nintendo games with a campaign that will test even the most experienced gamer. Levels are full of hazards, like electric fences and pits, along with waves of enemies that never let up. Thankfully, Hal is highly mobile, able to jump and slide to avoid enemy attacks, and use his own energy chakram to attack his foes. You can throw chakram in any direction, but you'll need to manage your energy, which will deplete each time you use them. With a bit of practice, you can even throw chakrams around corners to collect hard-to-reach pickups in the form of health and energy upgrades, and hand grenades that will clear the screen of enemies. If I had to make one small complaint with the game, the boss battles feel like a mixed bag. Some of the bosses, like the Elevator and the Spirit of Detroit, were absolutely brilliant, but other bosses like the Diver and the Attack Helicopter were far too easy by comparison. Prison City is one of the best love letters to classic Nintendo games that I've ever played, with excellent pixel art, an awesome soundtrack, super tight controls, and a gameplay loop that's an absolute joy to master. The game also has insane replay value, with 3 different difficulty settings, a boss rush mode, and a one-hit mode that only supernatural players have a chance of finishing. This game is the gold standard for side-scrolling retro games, as I've completed it 3 times during the process of making this review. And at the price of only $15, this game is an absolute steal for retro game fans. Just make sure, if you're getting it, get it for console if you can, as it plays best with a controller. That's it for my review of Prison City. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe, as it really helps the channel. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I hope you join me next time when we check out another indie game. Until then, Skill Incarnate, out.